What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy CP, and today we're going to be doing NFL Top 100 of 2019 reaction. And we're going to start off with the Cowboys, and then later on, I'm going to do all the other players starting from 100 and just keep going from there. So, if you don't know, the NFL Top 100 is an annual list that they do every year to just rank the best players of the previous season going to upcoming season. So it's kind of like a show of all the highlights, not just from one player, one team, but like the entire NFL. It's pretty much like the ultimate highlight reel from the previous season. So let's get started. Right now, we're going to start off with Byron Jones. He was ranked 97 out of 100. Well, I think he probably could have been ranked higher. I'm just going to put in my thoughts on it because he didn't have any interceptions this season. However, he did show the prime example of a shutdown corner because I believe he had like the third best defense against like the deep ball or something like that. But anyway, let's start the video.
Safety, now playing cornerback and making plays, and actually made it to the Pro Bowl his first time playing cornerback.
Outstanding coverage. He's really perfect for this scheme.
I think for me that made me understand, like, okay, you can be something special, man. You gotta keep it going.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of background on Byron Jones real quick. So Byron Jones, he was a first round pick by the Cowboys in the 2015 NFL draft. He was drafted as a corner for his rookie season. He played outside for the most part, but he did get a little bit of work as a slot corner. And now he's still a cornerback, but in the I take that back. The 2016 season and the 2017 season, he moved to free safety just to experiment. That's something he did in college out of UConn. And another thing that a lot of people don't know about Byron Jones is he broke, I think it was the broad jump record. Yeah, the broad jump record, and he jumped about 12 feet and some odd inches. So yeah, that's what you really want from a cornerback. Because like, if you don't know a lot about football, the broad jump, that's going to help you, especially if you're a defensive back. Like if you're trying to lay out and deflect the ball or pick it off, then the longer broad jump you have, the better. And he also had one of the highest verticals in the 2015 draft, where I believe it was the third highest out of, it was a lot of players, but I believe it was like out of 250 players that were drafted. And overall, I think it was about 400 people who were invited to the draft, but you gotta include the guys that weren't drafted. All right, so let's see. Keep going. By the way, this is his first appearance on the top 100 list.
I mean, that's a big change. I mean, those are two completely different positions. People don't honestly know how hard it is to transition from playing safety to just being on the island playing corner against some of the best receivers in this league. My hat's off to him.
You're not wrong. It's hard to play free safety and corner. Like a lot of people just think it's the same thing. No, it's tough to transition from corner to safety to back to corner. Because I've actually gotten some work at free safety before, and honestly, it wasn't. I thought at the time it was going to be the same thing, but it's harder, and that's one of the reasons why I like playing corner because it's it's more one on one. Like a lot of time, you go against a guy standing across from you. If you're in man coverage, if you're in zone, you're just protecting one area. But free safety, you're not just protecting the deep ball. You're trying to watch the quarterback eyes. You're trying to see what he's trying to do. So that's what that's all about. So it's a mind game as much as it's a physical game.
Cowboys cornerback Byron Jones isn't exactly a household name yet. But in 2019, he found himself one-on-one with NFL elite.
Yeah, Byron Jones does a great job against the number one receiver. He'll leave a guy who the previous week had like 12 catches for like 120 yards. he'll only have about 4 catches for about 30-something yards if you're trying to throw it against Byron Jones.
And that's the kind of play that Byron Jones has been leading the Cowboys to expect all year.
Byron Jones been in the league for maybe 4 years now, who haven't got a chance to be in that top 100 list, but that's someone who definitely deserves it. For a person who can change positions and do it as well as he's been doing this year, he definitely deserves to be on the top 100.
Make the plays whatever come to us. It's going to be balls in the air. Let's go make them plays.
See, another thing I like about Byron Jones is his passion for the game. I respect it. And like the announcer said, he may not be one of the big name corners, but if you throw it to him, there's like a good chance that either he's going to pick it off or you're not going to complete the pass. And he doesn't allow deep balls to be completed. So if you want to even think about trying to complete a pass going in Byron Jones' direction, you're probably going to have to run something short, and he's going to be right there to make the tackle.
Vocal with his team, I would say, communicates very well. Those players, juice up their whole team.
Nothing cheap, nothing deep.
Good physical corner, tall corner, long arms.
Knocked down by Byron Jones. Byron Jones is like the world record holder in jumping.
I feel like on that play, if he had gotten his head around, that would have been an interception. Oh, and here's that broad jump that I was talking about earlier.
Oh, that sounds like hyperbole. It's actually not.
12-3.
12 feet 3 inches is in fact the longest recorded broad jump in history, besting the previous world record held by Norwegian Arne Tevrevåg set in 1968.
I had never heard of that dude ever. I mean, it's clearly like an older school guy, like a while ago, like before I was even born. But yeah, I've never heard of him until now. So.
With 0 interceptions, it's easy to look at Jones.
I was actually at this game. Like this was my first ever Cowboys game. I was at the Cowboys Jaguars game. That was a great game to go to, because that was my birthday present from my dad to me. Took me to my first Dallas game at home. And what's real crazy is not only was my first game, but it was that was our first big win of the season. Like, that was the first time we put up 30 plus points on the season, and we won 40-7, and that's what you want out of. This is what gave us one of the best defenses in the league. Just this game, the way we played as a whole, this energized the entire defense, and is why the Cowboys have a top 5 defense now.
His stats and ask why is he in the top 100. But you need look no further than his game versus Detroit to understand the value of a true shutdown corner.
That was the only game I wasn't thrown to, and that kind of like accelerated, okay, this guy can be a really good corner.
If they don't throw at you the entire game, that means they're scared. Either they're scared to throw at you because they know you're going to pick it off or deflect it, or you're just covering the receiver too well where he has to go somewhere else. See, if this is a shotgun play, so like this obviously 9 times out of 10, if you see this formation, you're definitely going to get a pass. So, and I like how they're doing man coverage across the board. It's clearly cover 1 with the 1 deep safety being, I think that's Jeff Heath. Yeah, Jeff Heath. And Byron Jones at the top of the screen, just doing his job, making sure no passes are completed. He didn't even get any targets, which is amazing. This is why he cracked the top 100.
Good coverage by Byron Jones. Byron Jones has really taken over that one of the best corners right now in the game.
I'm taking a part of the field away for the team. That's a big benefit to the defense, and the defensive guys appreciated that. Get a slap on the back from the guy.
Another thing I like about Byron Jones, he's not just a corner that plays on the outside. He also knows how to play the slot position as well, which is what you really want from your number 1 cornerback.
Guys up front and say, hey man, keep it up. That's what football's about.
We run, we hit, and we stay on top.
So we don't give up. If you watch him up top, at this point, he gets his hand on him, and then boom, he turns right back and closes on that window.
He may not have any picks, but he makes up for it in pass deflections. He's not going to allow you to catch some easy pass and just run for a touchdown. No, he's going to either deflect it or make sure you're not catching the ball in whatever way possible, without even drawing a flag.
He's playing as well as any corner now. Chasing, I'll leave you hit. Can't incriminate myself, so let me plead the fifth. I ain't saying one word like I ain't got a lip.
Amazing how he just had a pass deflection against Randall Cobb, and Randall Cobb's a Cowboy now, so that's going to be like a nice little rivalry at practice for them. But hey, they're making each other better.
So we don't give up.
Alright, and that is the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure that you like and subscribe and comment below what player you think I should do next. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe.